All right, Fire Emblem gamers, it's time to actually take a look at the skills for the CYL units. Let's not waste any time. We already saw the Fate channel. If you want to see my initial reaction, I'll leave it in the description. But for now, let's take a look at the skills. Now, right now, my current theory is, in terms of who's the most broken, I think it's Azura, Tsubasa, Sigurd, Sylvain. That's the order of like best to worst. They're all really good though. We'll have to actually see if everybody's here. Sylvain looks clean as heck. I like that they used the time skip design. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't use the pre-time skip.
I swear I heard a throng of maidenly voices calling out to me. Now where are they?
This guy, bro. I like that he has the crest of Gautier on his armor. That's pretty cool. Okay, we saw this in the Fate channel here about Sylvain doing the Canto, and then he gives out the
Let's get things rolling.
Whatever skill it was. What do we got here? So Lance of Ruin, repositions Shatter Slash. Everything checks out here. AS Rival Break, Speed. Yeah, it's the Union skill. That's what it was. Speed Defense Union here. Union, will have to see how good that actually is. And then Philanderer. Quite a lot of skills on that, dude. Oh my goodness. These units all seem really good, dude. And what's nice is they all look fun too.
Beg forgiveness.
Like I know I'm gonna be really annoyed by them in the future when I have to deal with them in PvP modes, but bro, let me tell you, they all look really fun to use. Like honestly, they look so fun, man. Truly look so fun. Okay, Byleth up next. Do your thing.
Here is something to believe in.
Yeah, the classic. Ding, ding, ding. Sword. Oh, what a nice theme. Yeah, then Sylvain gets to move again. Yeah, I think the biggest thing about Sylvain is getting to move again. Truly, pairing up all the CYL units together, like, just seems like it's gonna be insane. Like, with the self-dance, like, the Azura being able to dance from so far away, Tsubasa with her warping. Like, just combine them all together, and they just seem unstoppable, dude. They truly do. Yeah, I can act with it 3 times. It's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. I think the most interesting skill, to me, is the dancing from so far, or pre-dancing from Azura, the dancing from far away, and also the Sigurd and Tsubasa ability that lets you like hit multiple times and then canto away.
Corin and the others have given me so much acclaim. I feel so lucky.
Of course, she's a gray tome for the gray waves, right? That only checks out. Threefold hymn. Yeah, the weapon doesn't seem insanely. This is the one. Yeah, this is the big one. Yours to climb. The freaking pre-dance, dude. Rhythm session. That's a new, really good thing for most dancers that they're gonna want. Oh, are gonna want to have. What is wrong with me? And then that new C skill as well seems interesting, where it looks like she can kind of position herself around. Shadow Rush. Okay, so it's after getting to pre-sing, she can shove, and then do a extended dance.
I'm with you.
Like the dance, this is ridiculous, dude. She could dance 2 people in one turn. But one of them being a pre-dance. That's ridiculous, dude. Truly ridiculous. All right, yours to climb. Again, can use her assist skill twice per turn. Grants performance so allies can act twice. That's so broke, dude. This is so broke. Like late stage Fae is crazy, man. But these actually open up some really interesting design space, I will say. These new skills really open up some fascinating design space. Just for like, I don't know. These skills like are interesting. It doesn't just seem like they're annoying, you know, where it's just haha stats or haha everything reduced to 1 damage. These are just like actually interesting, you know? Like they're fundamentally game breaking, like the freaking pre-dance and distant dance. And they're gonna open up more ideas, like more characters gonna have these types of skills in the future, like distant dancing and pre-dancing and all that stuff. Like it's going to happen. And the freaking skill that Sigurd has that lets him like hit multiple times then run away.
It was not long before I had a great number of people whom I wished to protect.
Like he gets to hit 3 people, but only if he uses Crusader's Air, it seems. Which I like, just gets instantly charged. That's so crazy, dude. So crazy. Funny that they're having him kill Jormungandr because she was kind of, you know, pretty big tank there for a minute, and then Sigurd's here to be like, nope, die. Oh, that paragraph. Yo, put an emblem on that and see how big that paragraph gets. No risk. Ooh. Interesting. When he unleashes his AoE special, he can trigger extra attacks. Grants allies extra movement too. Whew.
Let's unwind.
These units, bro. These units. These freaking units. Oh my goodness, these units, dude. What can I even say? Beat up Alm. Hiya. Yeah, take this, Alm. Hiya. And what else? Kill Byleth. Bye-bye, Byleth. Those imbues ain't gonna help you against Sigurd, bro. Not against his whatever this skill was. I already forgot the name of it. Okay, and then everybody else can move up. Eldigan finally can get that kill. And then Tsubasa. She looks so goofy, dude. Like, it looks so goofy.
How big your dream. It can come true as long as you believe. And I'll support you with my singing. My turn.
This is the what is this, dude? Mirage Excalibur. And the Cadenza, that's what that's called. Yeah, the Cadenza. Logic, Jam Session, Demonic Shackle. All sorts. She has everything is like a new skill, dude. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff. So crazy. Grants team additional attacks and uses sessions to take down one foe after another. Never backs down. She's ridiculous, dude. This character is ridiculous. Demonic Force, I guess, helps her out here. Wow. What is this character, man? What actually is this character? Oh, what is this character? Yo, she looks so goofy. It's just like a freaking anime girl on some mechanical Pegasus. Oh, it's so silly, dude. I need to actually play Tokyo Mirage Sessions one day. I really do. I really, really do. Because I don't know much about it, truthfully. The fact that she gives extra range, dude. Like, she gets allow you to choose from 1 to 2 range. That's so broke. That's just so broke, dude. Oh my gosh, that's so broke. How am I gonna kill these guys? How are you ever supposed to fight Azura? Like, genuinely. We're gonna need to, like, Emblem Lin Sniper or something. I don't know. Whew, where was Rodrigue? Where was Rodrigue? Where is Rodrigue, bro? Where is everybody's guy? Rodrigue, bro. Freaking Rodrigue, dude. Oh, okay. I don't know who I'm free summoning yet. I really don't. It's probably gonna be Azura, but I truly don't know. These guys seem really strong. Let's take a closer look at the skills now. First up, of course, is CYL Sylvain with the Lance of Ruin. Enables Canto Distance +1 max 4. Accelerates special trigger -1. At the start of turn or after unit acts, inflicts attack, speed, defense -7, frozen and sabotage on closest foes and foes within 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Grants all stats +15. Unit deals +25 damage, reduces damage from foes attacks by 15, and reduces damage from foes specials by an additional 15. All checks out right there, and can use Ruin's Sky style. So nothing super crazy with the weapon, but very solid stuff that we are seeing here. Reposition, Shatter Slash, we've seen those skills before. Next we have AS Rival Break, which is already in the game, and Speed Def Union here. At the start of player phase, the enemy phase grants unit to unit for 1 turn. If unit allies on the map with unit active, it deals +X damage. Excluding AoEs, X is equal to the number of allies on the map with the unit effect active, including unit times 3, +12. So +12 damage there, pretty easy. Neutralize effects that inflict special gun charge -X on unit or ally. Reduces the percentage of foes' non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% during combat. Inflicts speed and defense -4 on foe. Unit deals +10 damage. And reduces damage from foes' attacks by 10 during combat. That on its own is pretty good, dude. And Union grants all stats +X to unit during combat. And X is equal to the number of allies on the map with Union active. So, you know, the more Unions, the better. Including unit times 2, max of 8. So +8 to all stats. That's pretty good. If rally or movement assist skill is used by unit or targets unit, grants Union to target ally or targeting ally for 1 turn. And then if unit initiates combat, grants unit to allies within 3 spaces of unit after combat for 1 turn. If ally within 3 spaces of unit initiates combat, grants Union to that ally and after their combat for 1 turn as well. So yeah, basically it's just the more you do, the more Union exists. And the more Union exists, the better, because you all get bonus stat buffs from it. So that's pretty solid, actually. Next is his exclusive C skill, Philanderer here. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, grants bonded to target ally. If unit initiates combat, grants bonded to allies within 3 spaces of unit after combat. After Kanto, if allies with the bonded effect active are on the map, grants another action to unit, re-enables Kanto. And then after ally with the bonded effect active takes their action within 3 spaces of unit, if unit has already acted, grants another action to unit and re-enables Kanto again. Once per turn, counted separately from the usage limit for the effect mentioned above. Crazy right there, the fact that he can move that many times. For unit, allies with the bonded effect active and allies in 3 rows for 3 combat sets on unit, grants all stats +5, deals +7 damage, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 7 during combat. And also, if unit or allies' speed is above foe's speed, or allies, fascinating, gives no follow-up. If decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, triggers potent follow 100% during combat. So just everybody has 3 attacks now. Wow. Yeah, that's quite strong for Sylvain. Philander is quite strong. But of course, that is not all, since he also has the Ruined Sky style, which unit can attack foes from 2 spaces away. Unit deals plus 10 damage during combat, grants weapon triangle advantage against flying foes, and inflicts weapon triangle disadvantage against flying foes during combat. Cannot move through spaces within 2 spaces of foe during... it was triggered the bowler effect. Unit suffers a counterattack if it's 1. And then skills effective range is treated as 1. This style can only be used once per turn. Okay, once per turn is still pretty good though. It's not a every 3rd turn or whatever. It's like every turn. That's really good, dude. Yeah, Sylvain is quite strong. Quite strong. I can't, like, saying that he's the weakest of the bunch just goes to show that, like, the others are just that broken. Like, he's really strong, dude. Generally, like, the team of this 4, like, you just have all 4 of them, dude, just seem incredible, dude. They really seem incredible all together. And I feel like they have good synergy with each other, too. But of course, next up is Azura with Threefold Hymn. Enables Kanto distance +1, max 4, minimum of 2. Accelerates special trigger -1. If a skill compares unit's res to a foe's or ally's res, treats unit's res as if granted +5. Grants weapon triangle advantage against colorless foes, and inflicts weapon triangle disadvantage on colorless foes during combat. For unit allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, grants all stats +X. For unit, X is equal to +15, and for allies it's 5. And special cooldown count -1 before unit's first attack, or ally's first attack during combat. And also, if unit or ally initiates combat and has weapon triangle advantage, boosts unit or ally's attack by 20% and reduces foe's attack by 20% during combat. And it deals plus 25 damage and reduces damage from foe's attacks by 15 during combat. Okay, not the craziest weapon of all time, but it's quite a good supporting weapon. Of course, her support comes in other forms here. Yours to Climb is her special dance skill. If target ally has already acted, grants another action to target ally, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto. If target ally can take an action, grants Perform to target ally for 1 turn. Perform is after unit acts, grants another action to unit, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto as well. If target ally, and then next is also grants Draconic Hex, and unit can move 1 extra space to target ally for 1 turn. After Kanto, if unit has used an assist skill on the current turn, grants another action to unit and re-enables Kanto. Oh my goodness. Oh, this thing is crazy, dude. Unit can also use the style, Yours to Climb style. Wow, this is ridiculous, which we'll see a little bit later, but it's just the distant dance that we're seeing there. Then, of course, we have Rhythm Session, which is the A skill. When unit is equipped with a sing or dance as an assist skill, triggers the following. Grants all stats at +10, unit deals +7 damage, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 7, neutralize effects that grant special cooldown charge +X to foe, and inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. If unit has already acted at least once on the current turn, grants all stats +4 to allies within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit during combat. I see, and that's just if you dance, so just 4 extra stats to all your characters in that 3 rows or 3 columns if you've already danced them. So that's just extra stats there as well. And just in general, a lot of extra power for dancers to hit a little bit harder there, and maybe, being able to defend a little bit in case they get sniped out by something. We have SR Detect Area, which is already in the game, and then Shadow Rush X here, which we've seen plenty of these rush skills. But now it is when Kanto triggers, enables unit to use Smite on ally. For allies for unit allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, grants all stats +4 during combat and restores 7 HP after combat. Pretty solid as well. That's a total of +8 with the A skill there. Unit deals +5 damage and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 5 during combat. Okay, pretty nice. But the fact that you can, do the dance and then smite somebody. So this unit's so good for Ether Raids because you can just give them Perform, smite them up, and then have them go crazy. Like this is ridiculous, dude. This is just ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. And then, of course, the Yours to Climb style, unit can use assist skill on allies within 5 spaces of unit and within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, regardless of distance. Unit cannot move, and remaining movement granted from Kanto is treated as 0. This style can only be used once per turn. Still being able to use that once per turn is crazy. Not even limiting it to the turn count. Once per turn is crazy, dude. But we are not done. Next up is going to be Sigurd with the Sacred Ambition. Enables Kanto distance +1, max 4. Accelerates special trigger cooldown -1. At the player phase or enemy phase, grants Truly Incited, Defense Liberate, and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by expert skills by 50% during combat to unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Grants all stats +15, unit deals +25 damage, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15, and reduces damage from foes' specials by an additional 15 during combat, the standard that has been for Book 10. And then if unit initiates combat after moving to a different space, triggers the following effects depending on unit's equipped special. If unit has an AoE special equipped, grant special cooldown counts -X to unit before special triggers before combat. If unit has a special that triggers when unit acts, grant special cooldown count -X to unit before unit's first attack during combat. X is equal to the number of spaces from start position to end position, max of 3. Wow. Okay. So as long as he's 3 spaces away, he's triggering that gosh darn special of his, which of course is the Crusader's Heir, which is just massive on its own. If unit special is ready before combat, this unit initiates. Foes in an area or near target take damage equal to 1.5 times unit's attack minus foe's defense or res. At the start of turn, grants gallop to unit, so 5 movement. Reduces damage from foe's attacks by 40% during combat. If unit's AoE special triggered before this combat, unit special is ready at the start of combat or has triggered cadenza, unit's first follow-up attack deals 80% of unit's defense during combat. After combat and after cadenza combat, if unit special triggered before initial combat, enables cadenza against any foe within a distance equal to the range of unit's AoE special. This is crazy, dude. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy. After combat, if unit special triggered, grants unit can move 1 extra space and neutralizes stall for allies on the map. Oh, neutralizing stall is quite nice too. And then cadenza, after combat initiated by units, unit can attack foe again once within a specified distance regardless of unit's range. Nice. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. Foe can counterattack regardless of range. Unit's range equal to foe's range, or foe's range is the same distance between unit and foe. Skill affects range is determined by unit's weapon's range, unit space before movement, and unit's remaining movement referenced by the skill remain the same as before cadenza. Unit cannot move, use style, or attack structures. Unit's AoE specials cannot be triggered, and after combat movement effects do not occur. If unit uses cadenza on foe that is within range of another cadenza effect, cadenza is treated as if having been triggered, including the other effect. Only highest value applied, does not stack, does not trigger when affected by effects of Foresight Snare or traps and ether raids. Cadenza can only be used once per turn for player, team, and summoner duels. Does not trigger in Pawns of Loki. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to consider with this because it's such a crazy new skill that they had to put in so many caveats for it. But next we have the A skill AD Rival Break, which is already in the game, and the B skill No Risk, which is not in the game. If unit speed is greater than or equal to 30% or 30 at the start of combat, inflicts attack, defense, res -4 on foe, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's defense, reduces damage from foe's attacks by 20% of unit's defense as well, and unit's next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foe's first attack damage prior to reductions during combat. And also, if unit's defense is above foe's defense, triggers potent follow X% during combat. If unit cannot perform follow attack and attack twice, X is equal to 100%, otherwise X will equal to 50%. At the start of battle, excludes increases to speed granted after ally is deployed, such as legendary effects. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, I mean, that makes it a little bit harder to reach either, I suppose there. And Shadow Shift X as well. Wow, okay. Sigurd, lots and lots of stuff there. Oh my goodness, lots and lots of stuff for old Sigurd. But we're not done. The last one is Tsubasa with the Mirage Excalibur. Enables Canto 2. It's effective against flying foes and accelerates special trigger -1. For allies within 2 spaces of unit, if ally initiates combat, enables cadenza against any foe with a distance of X after combat. Excluding after cadenza, X is equal to allies attack range +1, up to twice per turn for the whole team. Is just ridiculous. Grants all stats +15, unit deals +25 damage, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15 during combat, and unit also gets Miracle. Restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Cadenza, we already know what that does. Quite a strong skill on its own, my goodness. We have Logic as a special and Jam Session as the A skill here. Grants attack and seed +X to unit. X is equal to the number of allies who have already acted at least once on the current turn, times 2 +10, max 14. Unit deals +7 damage, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 7, and grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. If unit has already acted at least once on the current turn, grants all stats +4 to allies within 3 spaces of unit during their combat, I see. Demonic Shackle, which is the B skill. At the start of turn and after unit acts, inflicts Res Shackle on closest foes and foes within 2 spaces of those foes to their next actions. So pairing well with mages, I see. Inflicts speed and res -4 on foe. Unit deals damage equal to unit's max special cooldown count times 5, which would be 25. Reduces damage from foes attack by max special cooldown count by times 3, which would be 15. And grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. We've seen similar skills like this, but this is a pretty solid one here for Tsubasa. But that's not it. We still have I'll Soar Higher, which is the C skill. Warp movement granted by the skill is not affected by movement obstruction effects from skills. That is insane by itself, by the way. So like Warp Bubble, it just ignores that. That is just insane, dude. That is insane. Allies within 2 spaces of unit can move to any space within 2 spaces of unit. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of any ally within 2 spaces. If unit has already acted at least once on the current turn, allies can move to any space within 2 spaces of unit. That's so broke. That's so broke, dude. Oh my gosh. For unit and allies in 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, grants all stats +5 during combat. Unit deals +7 damage, reduces damage from foes attacks by 7, and neutralizes effects that, okay, that's no follow-up. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger follow-up attack, triggers potent follow 100% during combat. Oh my goodness, dude. Tsubasa is so good, if nothing else, just for this warping alone. The fact that, like, she ignores Warp Bubble, she can just throw herself in, warp in, and then everybody else can follow her with all these follow-ups from Cadenza. She's so strong, dude. She is so incredibly strong. I really don't know who the best unit is here. Tsubasa and Azura seem really, really strong, and so do Sylvain and Sigurd. I really don't know. I think only time's gonna tell. I still think just because of dancing alone, I think Azura will probably be the best in terms of long-term being good, but I think all these guys are just really strong, dude. These guys seem all really strong. Let's not forget we're getting refines for the CYL 8 heroes as well. So, you know, Brave Felix, bro. I'm scared of him, that's for sure. Brave Felix is going to be quite scary. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about these units. They seem really, really good. I think they look really fun. I think what the thing I like about these most is they seem really special. They all seem really unique. They all seem like they have quite a solid identity to them. And even though they have some crossover skills with the cadenza and whatnot, it seems like each one is slightly different in their own way. So I'm really excited to see what these units will be able to cook up in the Fae metagame. Not that I pay so much attention to it, but it'll be very fun to see what people can do with these skills. And just very fun to use in general. These units seem very, very fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll probably be free pulling Azura. I don't know yet, but definitely let me know what you guys think about the banner and who you will be going for your free summon. Because I'm curious what people will be most investing in. For me, it's probably Azura, but I'm still undecided. Regardless, yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you all later, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.